Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for checking out this video here on Show Style and Spirit. I am Ebony, and I want to talk about singer, songwriter, ex-Skate member, and former cast member of the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kandi Tucker, and Shamea Morton, now from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. They are being dragged on social media for hitting the like button on a seemingly pro Diddy post. And I also want to talk about Kelli Ferrell from the Real Housewives of Atlanta and, her hefty $26,000 credit card bill that she's being sued for. Now, before we get into these stories, I ask that you please hit the like button on this video and please subscribe to the channel. And everything that I'm saying in this video is alleged and just my opinion. Okay, so this is coming from the Neighborhood Talk, and they have some interesting comments from people. I saw this post this week. It was the same post where Tiny left a comment saying that people want to charge you for being freaky. And all Shamea and Kandi did was hit like, but I want to read the post. I know that I read it earlier this week, like yesterday on a video that I made concerning Tiny. But I want to read the post so that we can, I guess, kind of put ourselves in Kandi and Shamea's shoes when they hit the like. And we're going to talk about what some people are saying here. So this is the post that Kandi and Shamea hit like on. It's written by Ebony Electra, and she wrote, "Praise God," with heart emojis. Opinions, we are all entitled to them. Mistakes, we all make them. Judging, we all do it. Gossip, we are all guilty of it. God's will is higher than any opinion, mistake, judgment, or gossip. If this is God's will for Puff/Diddy, then that's his will. In the end, what we think does not compare to his will. Who are we to judge? That's God's job. It's all in his hands. You never know. Hashtag it's all in the word. Hashtag read your Bible. Then she typed my opinion heart emoji. And you can see underneath the picture of Diddy is the pictures of Shamea and Kandi. They're basically their profile pictures here on Instagram. Here on Instagram, this is YouTube. On Instagram, where they hit the like button. And people are definitely enraged that they hit the like button. So some people are saying, so Urban Soul Suite, I love this Instagram page because they pay homage to a lot of 90s R&B, 90s and early 2000s. And the gentleman who runs the page, he's gone live with Kandi before where they've talked about music. And I can remember him bringing up R. Kelly, and Kandi may have given commentary for about 20 seconds. And then she said, and let's just change the subject. Let's get off of him. But Urban Soul Suite says, did y'all read the caption talking about God's will? Maybe that's what they liked. Nobody thought about that. Maybe they liked the caption and not the picture. And Bravo Rex, that's Kat, shout out to her. She has an amazing Instagram page. She covers everything Real Housewives, all of the franchises, Vanderpump Rules, pretty much all of the Bravo shows. And she wrote, I like every post that comes down my timeline, whether I agree with it or not. A like indicates that you've seen the post, so the algorithm doesn't keep showing it to you. That's how Instagram works. If you don't like a post, it stays on your timeline until you've liked it. So Bravo Rex is saying she hits like so that Instagram will serve her up something else. And some people are saying people can like whatever they want to. And then some people were saying, well, she wouldn't like it if someone dragged her daughter and beat her, and people who definitely do not agree with Diddy's actions, they were definitely dragging Kandi here in the comments. Now let's move on to the next slide. And then here are some more comments. Kandi was tagged. Why are you agreeing with this comment? You are the same woman who had a whole fit when Phaedra accused you of SA. And someone else wrote, heavy on the Kandi having an issue when someone accused her of SA. And then someone else typed, unfollowing Shamea now. And some people, they are just definitely extremely mad. And they said, I never want to hear another word about the lies, the lies, the lies ever again. I wonder if Kandi would feel different if it was her daughter we all watched get the ish kicked out of her. Okay, so I feel a couple of ways about this, and it seems like it's getting more and more serious as the minute goes on. So public figures, celebrities, athletes, rappers, actors, singers, they have a light shown on them 24 hours a day, right? Everything that they say and do is scrutinized. So people are totally assuming that they are pro Diddy and supportive of his mistakes and what he did that was terrible and abusive, allegedly. Diddy, I'm just saying that as an adjective. You did drag and kick that young lady, Cassie, in that video, according to the video. People are really projecting their disgust with Diddy onto Kandi and Shamea because they like this one post. This young lady, Ebony Electra, I guess she's saying, well, God is in control. If he wanted Diddy to be found guilty of the RICO and SEX trafficking charges, that would have happened. So since it didn't happen, okay, we can't judge. Now, I feel like if she's saying God's will, he's in control. He could have made that man be guilty if he wanted him to. That makes more sense to me than saying, and who are we to judge? Well, no, he does need to be admonished for that type of behavior, putting your hands on a woman. I totally feel like that is absolutely wrong. And I think that once he knew the women were into him romantically, I think that he became a master at manipulating their minds to get them to do some things that they did not always want to do. But the case is done at this point. It is what it is. So I do disagree with some parts of Ebony Electra's post. But am I totally feeling or assuming that Kandi and Shamea are pro Diddy or support his ill behavior because they hit like on this post? No, I don't think that just because they hit like. There are, because I blog, obviously, I have this YouTube channel. Because I blog, I follow some public figures that I'm not really a fan of. Like, I wouldn't say that I'm a fan of Giselle Bryant, but do I follow her in case she spills any tea? Yes, I do. If she posts a picture of her and her glam is on point, do I hit like? Yes, I do. Does that mean that I agree with every single thing that Giselle Bryant does and I'm okay with some of her behavior? Absolutely not. I hit like on her post because I thought she was looking nice and her clothes, the fashions were current and trending and not anything, with like big lips on them and stuff and leather shorts, stuff that she's worn before. And I've been like, oh my gosh. So if Giselle is looking cute, I'm definitely hitting like on the post. But do I F with her like that? Not really. So I don't think that hitting like on a post is super duper definitive about where a person stands. And I think that it would be best practice if people just thought more analytically and not so broad. I feel like this is people thinking in very, very broad terms, the way they are going in on Kandi. And no, I don't think she would like it if anyone did her daughter the way Cassie was done in that hotel surveillance video. Okay. And she was accused of doing something that she did not do. She did not say that she wanted to DRUG Portia to have SEX with her. So that was devastating. But her hitting like on this young lady, Ebony Electra's post, I don't think that that shows where she stands in terms of the Diddy case. And then also, I feel like Kandi is getting an unfair shake because she's close friends with Tiny Harris, T.I.'s wife. who left the comment, they want to charge you for being freaky. They are bandmates. They grew up together. They are close friends. They love each other. And so I think that that's also a part of the projection onto Kandi. Shamea, people are not feeling her. They I don't know how people wanted Shamea to handle Portia. I guess they expect her overnight to let go of the people pleasing. I can say, as someone who has struggled with people pleasing, it's definitely not that easy. It takes a lot of time in solitude and a lot of just being focused on you not being a people pleaser and not falling back into those behaviors. It takes a lot of work. And I just don't think that we're seeing her come out of it yet. So I guess I'm just being a lot more patient with Shamea. I think a lot of the viewers of Roa who are annoyed with Shamea, they are taking it out on her right now as well, and unfollowing her online because of it. So I think that it's too much anti Kandi and anti Shamea over liking the post. I think that that's thinking very broadly, and it just comes off a little unfair. But that is my opinion. What do you think about Kandi and Shamea hitting the like on this Ebony Electra's post? Does that hitting the like button say for you everything that they feel about the Diddy trial? Do you feel like you know automatically where they stand in terms of Diddy's accused behavior? And how do you feel about Kandi and Shamea after them hitting the like button? Does it sway your feelings regarding these two ladies at all? It does not sway mine. So now let's go ahead and get into Kelli Ferrell. So I wanted to cover this story, but I felt like, well, I'll wait until there's like another Roa story, and then I'll do it in conjunction. And Kandi is like Roa adjacent. So here we go. Also from the Neighborhood Talk, Roa newbie Kelli Ferrell sued for $26,000 over unpaid credit card debt. According to US Weekly, the waffle queen, Kelli Ferrell, is being sued by a debt collector for a five-figure sum. Navy Federal Credit Union filed a complaint against Kelli on May 5th, claiming she owes upwards of $26,434.86. The credit union claims they've demanded payment from Kelli multiple times, but she has failed to cough up the coins. Now they're requesting that she pay the outstanding balance plus additional attorney fees. According to Kelli's rep, she was never officially served by the credit union, and she says the account they're referring to was shared with her ex-husband, Shavalo Mark Ferrell. They stated he's going through bankruptcy and declined to comment further on the matter. US Weekly reached out to Shavalo. His rep claimed he was removed from all joint accounts and ventures with Kelli and is unaware of any loans or transactions initiated by her. They also claim that he's not named in the lawsuit, only Kelli is. So I think that this is an unfortunate thing, but do I think she has it? I think there's a very good chance that she's got 26,000, even just based upon the money that she's made from Roa, unless that money is already spent. Now, her current restaurants that are open and operating, I am hoping that can pay her mortgage at her townhome, any car notes, insurance, utilities, and groceries. And if that's true, and she was able to just stack her money that she made from Roa, then she can easily pay this credit card bill and move on. Now, if it's a matter of she's had to rely on Roa paychecks to pay the monthly bills, then that would signal to me a more serious financial challenge. And then she may not have the 26K. But if you recall, when her divorce was finalized a few months ago, I remember the blogs reporting that Kelli did get like a vehicle. And I want to say she did get a lump sum of cash, I believe. So I think that she has it to pay the bill. I think that the credit union just realized that she's now on a very well-known reality TV show and decided to leak it to US Weekly. but I think that she has it. And if they bring her back for season 17, then she should definitely have it and just prioritize to pay it and move on. But it's definitely interesting that Kelly's rep said that the debt is also, it was a joint credit card that she had with her ex-husband Shavalo, and stated that he is going through bankruptcy, almost suggesting that, he put the card in the bankruptcy. So, and the bankruptcy is just filed in his name. So now the credit union is coming after her. When I first saw this headline, I will say that was my instant thought, that this was probably a shared debt. And now the credit union, they want their money. And sometimes you may hear of a person will hear that their spouse that they are divorcing is filing for bankruptcy. So then they will go ahead expeditiously file for bankruptcy as well, because they do not want all of those marital debts to be passed on to them. But I think she'll be okay. Now, do I think 26,000 is a lot for a credit card bill? Yes, I do. Even if you are a public figure and you have a glam team and you own multiple locations for your chicken and waffles restaurant, 26,000 just seems like a lot. Like because I think that it's important to look at a credit card as a loan. I think some people almost view a credit card as like their debit card, like it's cash, but that is a loan that you pay back. And the lender, the bank, they charge interest on it. It's totally a loan. So I just think of 26,000 on a credit card as being a lot. But again, she is a public figure. I'm sure the celebrities, they put everything on their credit cards. They don't use debit, and they have the income to pay really hefty bills. I mean, we heard in Diddy's trial that a hotel charge to clean it, and I guess clean the oil off the walls, it was nearly 50K. It was like 47,000. So I'm sure he paid that on a credit card and then just paid that balance. So, but it still just seems like just so high to me. But what do you all think of this story with Kelly? Do you think that it was a marital debt that was shared with her husband, regardless of the statement that his rep gave US Weekly? Do you think that she will be able to pay it off easily? Or do you think that it signifies a more serious financial challenge? I won't say problem. Thank you all so much for checking out this video. Please hit the like button on this video and please subscribe to the channel. And again, happy 4th of July to you all. I just made a video about Sabrina Peterson's latest accusations against the rapper T.I. and his wife Tiny and their son King. But I hope that you're having a relaxing holiday. And I will talk with you all soon. Bye.